So today we are going to start with date functions. Date functions in SQL. I don't know how many of us have heard of date functions before. I think we did something similar to that in what do you call it now? In Excel. So I may or I may not repeat that same thing. Yeah, but it's similar to what we did in Excel, but a bit further than that. So we're going to start with date function. Can you see this thing clearly? Let me enlarge it. 150.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
better now?
better.
Okay. So we're going to start with date function. Oh, this is not our own, but let me just see if I can, so that will be fast. This is not this class basically, but yeah. Yeah, date function. Let me just copy date time and date hard. Then I would explain. Of course, that's the reason why we are here. So date and time function. Date is our own. Hope you guys, when watching the video, you're able to practice what is being done, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Date and time functions. For those, depending on your industry, if there's need for timing most of the time, where you have dates, um, date and time function most of the time, where you calculate month, year, um, day, stuff like that. Date and time function, they are very, very important. I'll purposely delay a bit till like 6:15 for others to join so that they won't miss some of those things that we want to say. So, but yeah, this is the way to extract the part of a date that is needed in SQL Server. This is a table called sales dot special offer. So you want to know the day of the week. Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday? Is it Friday? Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? You want to know if it's day 1 or day 2 or day 4, day 6, day 7. You want to know if it's January or February or March or April or May or June. Depending on, you may not use this depending on the industry that you work in, but who knows? You don't know where you are going to land. So it's always very good to know this stuff so that when you eventually land there or you are a trainer in the future, you'll be able to implement this. So let me open the table so that we all see the table. It's still expanding. Okay. Let me finish this first. Then I'll go back to that. I just remember something now. Okay, this is a table, database, tables. We're looking for sales dot special offer. Probably you work in a place where they do bonuses, marketing campaigns like that. And there are special offers. I know there are special offers too. You know, this next, they are doing special promo in Tommy Figure, special, almost all brands, they do special promo. So there's a table for that in this particular database. That is sales dot special offer, which is this. So everything on the offer is recorded here. So you have the diff, the start date, the end date, and all sorts. But what is most important for us is we just want to extract some part of the date to understand what the kind of transactions that you have or that you've had in some past month. So I don't want other ID. I don't want other ID. Okay, let me just leave that. Now, I just everything that you are seeing, I just drag and drop. Drag, drop, right? Drag the start date, drop it, drag the end date, drop it, drag the minimum quantity. Everything you are seeing is just drag and drop. So what I now did was there's a month. Month means go to this end date. Like I said, anytime you are doing stuff, sorry for using stuff, anytime you're writing your query, always query the table first. Let's say select top 30 from. I like using the from the next line, so it makes a bit of sense. So just look at the way your table looks like first. Don't let me assume you all know that, because that is what I've been telling you guys almost every time. But let me just do it again. So this is the offer ID. This is the description of the offer. So if the offer ID is 1, it means no discount, stuff like that. This is the type of discount, no discount, volume discount, category, no. So we have all sorts here. So you want to see the breakdown of the dates that you have in this table, right? So month means go to this end date column. Go to this end date column and give me, dates comprised of year, day, and month, right? So month means extract the month from each of these dates. So that was why I said end month, because this date is the end date, the date when the offer, when there's an offer, they'll tell you the offer ends a particular date. So the end date column, I want to extract the month. So now we name the column as end month. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yeah.
Then,
Yes.
then the year, inside the year, I said start date. So that means year means extract the year from this date. Since it is start date, I name it as start year. You can name it anything, but if a date is start date and I'm getting the year out, that means the year is start year. If you put end month, copy end month and put it here, it will still work, but does it make sense?
No.
No, because it's not end month. So when you are trying to rename, for as long as SQL will allow anything that you put here, put there, let it be something that depicts what you are trying to say, right? So go to the start date, extract the year, rename it as start year. Go now, we've done year and month. Date part takes 2 arguments. Date part takes 2 words.
Argument.
Argument. And I've explained to us several times what argument means. So the first one, if you can see what is at the bottom of where my cursor is, what are you saying? Date part interval, right? Can see interval, right?
Yes.
Interval means it could be M stands for month. It could be DW. DW stands for day of the week. So the interval I want to get is M. I want to get the month or the start date. That means I want to see if it's, January is 1, February is 2, March is 3, April is 4. So I want to know if it's 1 or 2 or 4. So I'm saying go to this start date, get me the month from this start date in number. So date part means give me the number of the month in the start date. I'm using date part again. Date part is also saying give me the day of the week, DW, comma, which is the interval. If you check what is at the bottom, interval, then date, time. So the interval I'm using now is DW, which means day of the week. So extract the day of the week from start date for me. So if it's Monday, it is 1. No, I think Sunday is 1. I'm not sure. Day of the week start. They start from Sunday, right? Week start from Sunday. Hello?
Hi.
Weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sunday will be 1. If that day falls on Monday, it will be 2. If it falls on Tuesday, it will be 3. Now, the next one is date name. Date name also takes 2 arguments. So I said, I'm saying day of the week of start date. But the difference between this date name and date part is part will give you a number, name, just as the name implies, date name will give you the name. So day of the week in this case will be is either is Monday. So instead of giving you Monday as 2, to give you as Monday, because Monday is a name. That's why I said name, date name, name of the date of the week. Date name. So whatever you put in here will determine if it's giving you day of the week or to give you month. So day of the week means if it's Monday, tell me it's Monday. If it's Tuesday, tell me it's Tuesday. Then if I change day DW here and I change it to M. So instead of giving me day of the week, it's giving me is it January or February or March. But in this case here is number. In this case here is name. That is why it is date name, name or the date. Does that make sense? Any question before we leave that one?
No.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Okay. So if you run this, can you see end month, day, if you see all this name, the last 2, week name, I can see Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, name of start month, I can see May, stuff like that. All this one, date parts, and this one, number of start month and number of start dates, they are in numbers, number. Do you understand? They are in number. So, any question before we leave this and go to something else? Now, let me say something here. Order, I said order by special offer ID column, right? Now, special offer ID is the first column I chose here. Yes or no? In this query, is the first column here. Now,
Yes.
because it is the first column, sometimes you could save yourself stress of typing it out or dragging. Because it's the first column, you can say order by 1.
Okay.
Why is it giving me red? Let me see if it's going to work. Yeah, it's work. So because it's the first, assuming sales, whatever column you want to order by, just look at the order at which the column appears. If it's the second column in the select clause, just put 2. If it's the third, and if you want to order by more than 1, just list them in the order of whichever way you want them to be ordered. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if special offer ID is the second column, just say order by 2. If you want to order by special offer ID and description, which doesn't make sense, well, why don't you order by description anyway? They can say order by 1, 2. So it's the first order by special offer ID, then take that arrangement and order again by description. But I don't want to do that. It doesn't make sense to order by description, to be honest. So let me just leave it like this. So any question before we go on? No, right?
Mm.
Okay. So let's go to date add and date diff. Date add. I will do an example for date diff, right? Is it date div? If I'm writing this thing in my SQL or Postgre, I think it's date underscore add or so. So it's just slight difference from the one that you have in SQL Server, basically. So let me see. Okay. So let me do an example of date div for you. It's always good to give people chance to study themselves sometimes. Then I'll ask you to go and do, and you show me, even though we're not doing SQL next week, you show me what you've been able to learn about date add. But it's the same concept. So let's do date div. Now, date add. Date means date, right? Hello, date means date, right?
Yes.
Add means sum, addition.
Yeah.
Date means date. Diff means difference between two numbers, right? So date add means addition of two dates. Date diff means difference between two dates. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me do an example of a date diff for you. Let me do an example of a date diff for you. This is human resources.employee table by the left here. So you want to know the age of all the employees in your organization. Birth date doesn't tell you the age. Yeah, you want to calculate the age so that you know the age of customers in your organization, basically. So I'm just using this one as an example. So not customer, is employee. It's correct, employee table. Is employee table. So what do you need to do? If you check the table itself, like I always do. Check the table itself to see the way the table looks like, right? So this is a table. They have their login ID, they have their the level they are in the organization, you have their job title, you have their birth date, are they single or married, are they male or female, you have the day they were hired, the number of vacation hours that they have left, or yeah, the number of vacation hours that they've taken, the number of sick leave hours that they've taken, you know. So we can find out so many questions from this, but let's just do the age of these customers, right? The age of these customers. So let me comment out this. The others are not joined anyway. Let's continue. So I'll say select. And then which column do you want to pick here?
Let's pick. Okay. Okay, job title.
Okay.
Birth
Mm.
dates. Because we're doing the difference.
Mhm.
You can also try higher dates. Yeah.
A bit. Okay.
Do
Let's
you want
try.
modify? Yeah, not sure.
Let's do marital status.
Okay.
Then let's do that gender. I think that is enough. So let's do one more column, but we are going to calculate the column ourselves. So I'll say date diff. Now, look at it the way I am typing it. Date. It will give you what we call in IntelliSense, or what do we call it now? Yeah, date diff at the bottom. Now, can you see what can you see at the bottom of that stuff? What can you see at the bottom of the
It says interval.
interval,
Starting date.
starting date, then ending date? Now, that interval, I just explained interval like a few minutes ago. So what do I say interval means?
The difference between,
Interval.
hold on.
Of course,
Oh,
I'm not going anywhere.
maybe that all flew over my head. Date difference. Okay, I thought the difference is between two dates. Don't know what interval is, so sorry. Okay, interval, starting date,
I
No.
date
think,
time.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well, Lizzie, what did you say? Or what are you saying? I can't tell you.
We're trying to explain that it represents like the period of time you're trying to
Yeah.
look for.
So
Like the
interval could be,
Months or days. Okay,
yeah, it could be day,
that's it.
it could be year. In,
Okay, okay.
in this,
What you're actually looking for. Yeah.
exactly. It could be year.
Okay.
It could be day of year. But when it comes to age, what I'm looking for is year now, right?
Yes.
So after interval, there's a comma. If you go back to that, I like people showing people that that thing has disappeared again. Okay, it's showing now.
Mm.
How can you say it requires three
Requires three arguments.
arguments. Now, the other time you saw, this is not what I wanted to say. Let me clean the year first. I mean, it must have three stuff inside.
Mm.
That's not that time that it showed you interval, start date. Why is it not showing that now? Okay, can you say interval? So interval
Yeah.
is then comma, start date, comma, ending date. So interval is year, right?
Yeah.
Since it takes three arguments, you must have three arguments inside. Starting date is what? Can't tell me what starting date is. Can you guess what the starting date will be?
Um, okay. And the ending date, birth date.
Birth date. Thank you. No, birth date. So can tell me what the ending date will be?
Do we want to get maybe age from the no from the higher date? No, maybe today's date
Today's
or
date.
higher date. Yeah, I
No,
use today's date.
I will use higher date. Higher date that is not doesn't it doesn't mean today's date. Higher date is different.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's use
So
today's date.
how do
I
you do?
honestly don't know the date that will be used from this.
Okay, today's
Uh,
date in SQL is called get date.
yeah, date. Yeah.
Get date, open bracket and close without anything inside.
Mm.
Now we have opened a bracket after date div, then you close that bracket once you have put your whatever you have inside. Do you understand? So this
Yeah.
as
Yes.
age, right? As
Mm.
age. So let's do some let's do uh from where? Okay, because we are picking it from somewhere. From where? My resources dot employee, right? Now say
Mhm.
by let's order by what?
Well,
Age.
order by. Okay.
Let's
Can
say
we order by a not? Okay. Yes. Okay.
what?
Thoughts. It was grouped by non-aggregating column.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no what do you call it now? There's no aggregate function there. So it's not
Yeah.
that you can use group by, but there's no point using a group by, to be honest.
Mm.
But let's even try it for, let's see. But there's no point, to be honest. Group by, job title is the first thing, birth date is second, hire date is third. Say, let's say group by marital status. One,
Mm.
two, three, four. I doubt let's see if it's going to work, but there's no point in grouping, to be honest. Can you see?
Mm.
Must contain artist not, so it is you don't, you can, there's no aggregate function, so let's just leave it out, right? So this is what you have. Any question?
Why did you use for?
What did I use? What?
Why did you use for? Group by four. Is it
Yeah,
because the marital status is number four?
yeah,
Uh,
exactly,
all right.
exactly. That is why, yeah, that is why it's like that. That is why it's like that. Any
All
question?
right.
No question, right? So I will advise,
Can you do that in group by? Will this work?
do what in goodbye.
What you did now, column number.
That was, yeah, you can do that in
I'm
goodbye.
sorry, order by, not group by.
Yeah, that was what we did here. This,
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
yeah. So you just say order by four. Let's see, it should not for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Order by 6.
Hmm,
It worked.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting indeed. It is interesting indeed. Yeah, very interesting. Any question, please?
If
Yeah.
we're ordering by 6, why
Mm-hmm.
has it started with? Okay, I get the age. Okay.
Descending.
Yeah, we're descending. Okay, yeah.
If you don't put ascending, it will do it by default in ascending.
By ascending, yeah.
So let's move. There's a function called distinct. We will still manipulate all of this. Something is coming to my head now. So before we jump, let's do a distinct. Distinct. When you say something is distinct, what does it mean in normal vocabulary now?
Unique.
Unique.
Unique. Now, distinct is just like I said, unique. You don't want duplication, or if there's duplication, I don't want to see duplication. I don't want to see repetition. I want the unique numbers, right? That is what I want to see. For example, if we have so many job title in this, people with so many job titles, of course, we have so many job title. People who have so many job titles that are the same thing, data analyst, whatever, blah, 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 stuff like that. So you don't want, all you want to see is the distinct job title that you have, right? You want to see the distinct job title that you have. You don't want to see, of course, you could have 100 people with the same job title. You don't want to see that. All you want to see is distinct job title, distinct job title. So you can do something like select distinct. Distinct what? Job title,
Job title.
right? So It's just a simple query anyway. You can use it in a very big query depending on whatever you are doing. Um, extend job title from human resources dot employee. It should work. Yeah. So all these, yeah, we have 67 job titles. We have 67 job titles. You know, the table itself has only God knows how many thousands of rows. But with all the number of rows that we have, these are the unique job title that we have inside this table. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just distinct now. If you want to count it, you can also count it. You can also count it, but that one, I don't think it's going to be a difference because count will give you one each. Count, that means we have job, the accountant that we have is one. Seeing it as selected as distinct, everything will be one each, so there's no point of counting it. What I'm trying to say is, if you say count, let's just say count all as, let me just leave it like that first. But there's no point because it has been able to count the distincts for each one that we have. That means you have to use a group by, but it's not continuing the function also. So that means you have to use a group by job title. Do you know why? Because you have used an aggregate function.
Aggregate function, yeah.
So you have to group by job title. Count as number, title number is going to be one or true. You know why? Because you have selected distinct already.
Yeah.
So there's no point. There's no point. It's going to be one or true. Oh, that's number one. I'm saying two. Since it has selected each job title, why is it showing 2, 1? Anyway, that means, okay, yeah.
I think it's showing it because it's telling you the number of times it is on the table.
Exactly.
It's counting the number of times it is in the table.
Yeah, that means we have,
because the selected counts all.
yeah, that means we have 2 accountants, 2 employees with job title called accountant. We have 1 employee with job title called account manager. Do you understand? We have 14 employees with job title sales rep. Do you understand? That is what it's saying. So for each of them, it has been able to count them for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Can I ask something? Is it can you do something like select distinct then job title as
There's no you can rename any column that you want to rename. Yeah.
then after that you now do counts, like let's say if you do as a row.
As what?
Row.
As row.
Yeah. No, not as in ROLE.
Okay. Yeah.
Then you now do count row. I want to see like if it's going to give
Count
the same
row.
results.
There will not be any result. I doubt that because no. That is I doubt that too. But let's see. Because he doesn't know what role is now.
Okay, it has to be the name of the actual column name. It has to be the actual column name.
Should I put Can you say invalid column name row? There's no, do you understand? You don't
So what
even
if
need
we
to put the
just do
column
it
name.
job title? Like I want to see if it's going to count the, I don't know. Can you just do job title instead of asterisk?
Okay, can I just do job title? I think that one should work, but there's no point doing that. I feel you can just do count all
I want to
means
see if it's going
count.
to give the same result.
It should work, but I don't know. Well, it should work. Let's see. Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Okay.
Counter, there's no, I don't like typing too much. Counter means for all these job titles, count me all the job titles, where how many of these job titles appeared for each of them. So yeah. So if you want to know the number of job titles that you have, instead of counting it one by one, you can also say select, yeah, count. You have count. Count as open and close brackets, right?
Yeah.
Right? So what do you want to
Yeah.
put? I'll say distinct.
Mm. Count distance, yeah.
Distinct what? Job
Job
title.
title.
So you want to know all the job title that you have, but no repetition. Just count. That means it's going to give you just one answer, right? I think it
Yeah.
should give you 67, something like that. Job as number of job title. What am I typing? Number of job title. I think I have to move fast now. Let's go number of job title. So yeah. Invalid calling name job. Invalid. Okay. From it doesn't know where you are picking it from. So it's when somebody is in a hurry that you do those kind of mistakes. I will just write a query without telling SQL where you are picking it from. And you guys didn't tell me. Hmm? Um,
Sorry.
I don't know. How I say sorry. Can you see?
I was checking it because I'm supposed to go to all this now. I was checking something else. Sorry.
67. Do you understand what we are doing?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Any question? So no matter how complex the query is, they come from all this simple stuff, right? So let's go to case when statements. I wish people are here. Anyway, case when. Case when is, for those who have done a bit of, case when is when you have a condition that you want to meet. It's like using, for those who have done a bit of Python, when you say if else, if this is equal to this, then this is equal to this, or else if, those kind of a thing, all those stuff that you have in Python, in Java, and all those stuff. So case when, of course, we have if else too in SQL. That is when you are doing some core transactional queries. Then you must have been a database admin or or an SQL developer for you to do stuff like that. It's actually not hard, to be honest, but as an analyst, you don't need all of that. But for case when statements, that means if a condition is met, then give this result. That means you are saying, if you want to do a customer segmentation, you are saying for those who bought, who who's how like to say example. Let's say, okay, you want to categorize your customers. So for those you made sales of 1,000 from, you say they are top customers. For those less than for those less than 1,000, you say they are just ordinary customers, right? So you want to do customer segmentation. You want to do product segmentation. You want to do all forms of segmentation. You want to know the number of job categories that you have. So all these things can be done in case when. And case when can be used in a group buy. Case when can be used in an order buy, can be used anywhere, everywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That is what case when is. So let me just put the syntax for case when. I won't do simple, too simple, something that is too simple. No. Let me do something that is not that it's not that it's hard, but to make you, it will stretch you a bit. So let's do that kind of an example. I want to copy the syntax and just paste it. Okay, I think I have it there. There's no point typing. Case when statement. This case when statement. Case when statement. So this is the syntax for case when statement. So you are saying case. What is the case that you want to consider? If condition 1 is met, then give it this answer, result 1. If condition 1 is not met, then move to condition 2. Then give this result, condition 2. If condition 2 is not met, then skip condition 2. Go to condition N or 3 or condition 4 or whatever. Then result N. Then if any of this condition isn't met, then any other thing, give it this result. Just give it the else condition, right? Then end it. Does that make sense? So for example, if you are saying for those you made purchase of 1,000 from, call them top customers. If it's less than 1,000, call them ordinary customers, things like that, right? So let me do something very, very simple. So no, don't let me do something simple. Let me just do what is coming to my head so we maximize our time, right? So let's go to let me give one simple example now first. Okay. Not simple example, but simple to me anyway. So let's say for those who have spent, if you check this thing, human resources.employee, right? You have hired date. That means the date that they were hired. This employee was hired, right? So let's say you want to promote people, promote your employee in your organization, right? You want to promote employees in organization, your organization. So you now say for those who have spent 10 years and above, right? Double promotion. For those who have spent 5 years to like 9 years, give them just single promotion. For those who have spent less than that, don't give them any promotion, right? Stuff like that. So how do you do that? So let's call it promotional. That example is called what? Can somebody just give us the name that we should call it? Promotional what? Okay, let's say employee. I need water that badly. Employee, employee what? You guys that speak
Promotion.
that speak vocabulary every day. Employee, promotional, employee,
Maybe
I don't know.
status. I don't know.
Okay, promotional status. Okay,
No.
good. This one has been typing since morning. Sorry, that's why it's slow. Um, Now what we want to do is for those. Okay, let's do it one by one. Select. Let me copy and paste all of this. There's no point. I want to do a big man query now that anybody that will read it will understand what I'm doing. A big man query, a fine boy query. Let me do a fine boy query. Select, paste, job title, birth date, hire date, marital status, gender. Let's copy the age stuff to the age, right? Are you here? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Nina, are you here? Nina and Lizzie, can you guys hear me?
Sorry, my network went off a bit.
Okay. Lizzie, are you
Mm.
are you cooking? Lizzie, are you there? Okay. So it's only Nina that is listening to me now. I know. Um,
Sorry, I'm here. I just couldn't talk then.
okay.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You are welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Lizzie, are you doing house chores or whatever? Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't get what you said.
do you understand the example that I said that I'm applying to do? Do you know the example I'm planning
The
to?
case one example.
And what's the example type? What do you want to achieve with this example? Nina, can you help the class?
Okay. You want to give is not this day you were talking about case when
Mhm.
before my network went off.
Okay, so
And
what
you're
example?
saying that
Okay,
sorry,
continue.
we will
Continue.
use case when we have like several conditions. So let's say for instance, if Ada is a girl, we should give Ada maybe a dress. If Obi is a boy, we should give Obi a trouser. Or if Junior is a baby, we should give Junior maybe ball. So this is when you use conditions that are quite similar. So let's use like the boy and girl scenario. So in that case, we'll have two conditions and we'll have two things to attribute to those conditions to result. And at the end, what if it's not a boy or a girl? This will now apply our else result, and in that case, it could be a hermaphrodite. So
Okay.
it means we have boy, girl, then intersex. So if it's not a boy, it's a girl. If it's not a girl, then we use the L, we apply the L statement.
Okay. Case when is for condition. If a condition is met, right, then give us this result. If it's not met, go to the next one. Let's continue checking all the condition until one is met. And if none is met, then go to the result. Go to the else. This else that is here. This else that is here. Then give it the result, whatever you put in the result section. I noticed you guys were not here. That's why I was calling your names. I noticed that you guys weren't here. Yeah. But anyway, so we want to do promotion in a place of work, right? So for those who have spent some number of years, you want to give them double promotion. For those who have spent some certain number of years, single promotion. For those who have spent some certain number of years, no promotion, right? That is what we want to do. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay. At least now you are here. I knew that you guys were here. So I've selected the job title. I've calculated age. I've selected the hire date. Now, if you want to know how long somebody has the number of years spent in your organization, what do you do? And what we did, you use date diff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what will be the interval for the date diff?
How
Higher date.
long? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
Higher
will be
date.
the starting date?
Is the
Should be
date
the
of my
higher
higher date.
higher date. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Then what is the
Get
ending?
date. Today's date, get date.
Open, close, then close. Yeah. As what?
As number of years.
Spent.
That's a long anyway. Yes, spent.
Yes.
Yes, but I'm training.
Yes, spent. Right? But let's just run this query first. Let's see the category. Let's see the number of years each of them has spent before we've not done case when yet too. Do you understand? But let me just see something. Let's see the way. I don't like seeing this red, but anyway. So we have people who have spent 15, 16, 17, 14, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 14, 15, 16, 17. Anyway, this is not a good data, but anyway, let's use it like that. It's just for practice anyway. 13, 14, 15, okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so let's say for those, so let's shift. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so let's shift this form down. So we are still doing another column, say comma, right? Case. Look at what is up here. Can you see the syntax up? Can you see the syntax that is up?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it this case when condition one?
This one, this is syntax and announced. Can you see the syntax? So let's just follow it, right? Now the when can be next line, it can be the same line. It doesn't matter, to be honest. It's just a way of making things unique. So it could be in front of the case. There's no difference. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So case when, now condition one is, what is our condition? That, okay, let's say for those who have spent 14 years and above, let's give them double promotion. So what is that 14 years?
Years spent.
You say what?
Years spent.
Years spent is that 14 years and above. But SQL doesn't know what years spent is yet because, like I said last week,
Okay, day
when
difference. Yeah.
so
Okay.
you copy all what gave you this years spent,
Is day difference.
It's from the
all of this.
get
Yeah.
date and higher date.
So that is condition one. So you just copy it. That means you are saying when years spent. Do you understand? Why am I double? Sorry. When years spent, right, is greater than or equal to 14. That's condition one. Can you see condition one there? So condition one could be anything. Then what? Double promotion. So then
Double promotion.
what is the result one? We want to put it as double promotion. So you must put it in single quotes, I mean,
Yes.
close the quotes. If there's no other thing, we still want to do some whatever. So let me copy this. It's not necessarily you have condition two, condition n. If this is the only condition that you want to do that suits your analysis, then you stop there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this I do. So when we said when this one is less than I want to do if it's greater than 14, from 14 upward is double promotion. So if it's between 13, if it's between 11 and 13. So that would be if it's between 11 and 13.
Is greater than or equal to 11.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Then I'm unequal to 11. So that means, yeah, where's 11, right? That is what? Single promotion. Since I don't want to consider any other one, any other one apart from this, so I will just jump this condition. There's no more condition for me. I'll just jump to end. Sorry, I'll just jump to else. So I'll say else. Any other one so if this condition is met, give them double promotion. If it's not met, move to this one. If this one is met, give them single promotion. If none of this is met, anything apart from this, then no promotion.
No promotion.
No promotion. Do you understand, guys?
Yes.
Then end. End it. End. This whole thing is one column. So I'll say end as promotion what? Promotion.
Promotional status.
Okay, promotional status. You and the status. Promotional status.
Or promotion due.
Let's leave it as promotional status. So, right? So I will now say, okay, I think don't just complicate. I want to make it, I want to add something else, but don't let us do that. I think we have from before at the bottom. Yeah, we have the from there. right?
Yeah.
So this is what you have. Any question? You can go further and say, for those who have spent who are spent 14 years and above, and they are married, give them double promotion. You can tweak it any way you want to do. And they are at the same time, they have spent 40 years and above, and they are married. So in that case, what you just do is, and what? Married is under gender, and gender,
No, marital status is on its own. No.
sorry, is not, that's sorry, and marital status. Come here now. Equals to S, right?
I thought you said married. Okay.
So you say what?
Mm. Married, that's M
Yeah.
in quotes.
I'm just trying to, you can,
Okay.
so your condition could be anything. So, but you are saying, let's say, it depends on what you want to do. It depends on how you want to do your promotion, depending on your analysis. I'm just trying to explain the different ways by which you can manipulate it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand.
So you can say,
Maybe when one gets something like that and have so many options,
yeah,
so one
so
can know how to manipulate it.
yeah. So in fact, you can even say marital status. Either they are single, let's say you have single, you have married, you have divorced, you have separated, you have home alone. I don't know, you have so many things. So you want those who are single or married, and at the same time, they spend more than 14 years, they should be given double promotion. So you just say that is if you have more than two categories of marital status. Yeah, you only have single and married. Assuming you have single, married, divorced, separated, home alone, whatever. My dad said you can say somebody who has lost the husband or who have lost the wife, and you just want the single and married alone and spend 14 years more than they should be doing. So you just say marital status in, I've taught you this before, in open brackets, S, comma, M, you can manipulate it anyhow you want. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Any question? But we're not doing that because it's only single and married that we have, so there's no point. There's no point. There's no point. So I'm just trying to tell you how you can manipulate your stuff. Any question before we move on? Any question? I'd love to give you a class work, but no time, to be honest. We're not doing SQL apart from today, but if you have any question, you can just private chat me. But I want question that will make that will, okay, anyway, don't even to let me say that. So, anyway, let's continue. Any question? So let's do aggregate function with case when. Aggregate function with case when. Let's say this one is not a good example. Okay, let's say, can you see the job title? You have, let's select this thing. Let's know the, okay, this is the number of job title that we have. I think we have done that before. Okay, let's go to products. Let's leave this table. Let's leave this database, I mean. I'll do one more example, then we do the last thing for today. We go on 5 minutes break. I need water, to be honest, then we'll come back. Is that okay?
Yes,
All
for
right.
me.
So for me, I like that. Let's say you have the estimate product category. Let me see how many columns we have in product category. It's just okay. Let me use for I can give that as an exercise later. Let's go back to what we are so that we will not complicate matters. It's good to always give people simple example. Whatever you see in your place of work. Just use this basically, right? So let me just copy. Where is my dot employee? Where is that table? Managers dot employee. I think it's yeah. So you want to know, I think we've done something similar, but let's do it in a different way, right? Let's do it in a different way. Okay, let's look at the job title that we have. We have the job title, Chief Executive Officer. If you check this query, not this one, this one. You have for accountants, you have for those who have job title accountant, they are two in number, account manager, blah 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 stuff like that. Let's say let's do it in a different way. That's where I'm going basically. Let's do it in a different way. You want to know how many job title is accountant, how many job title is database admin, stuff like that. So let's just take 3 out of this. Let's take account manager, or let's take the one that are many. Let's take product technician. Copy. How many product technician do we have? Paste. How many product technician WC30 do we have? Let me just copy one more. How many sales rep do we have? Right? Let's do it using sales win. Aggregate function. Aggregate function. I'll just do one, yeah, with case one, right? So these are what we want to consider, these 3. But let me just copy. We don't need customers' age. We don't need all of that. What do we need? 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 Okay. Let me just say select. Select. Or let's see how many male employee do we have? How many female employee do we have? Let's just do that. Right? Don't let me do this one. How many male employee do we have? How many female employee do we have? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So we say select. Now, count. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let me say, okay, let me say count, right? Inside that count, or no count as open and close, right? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
So inside that open and close, I'll just say case when. Okay, so the when could be next line. I don't want to put it in next line. Let me just leave it as like that. Case when, so condition one, when gender. When gender equals what? Male, M. But it is M that is in the, then what? 1. That means all the M that you have, anywhere you see M, put 1 there for me. Hello.
Yes.
So any other thing you see else. Now, I'm combining all of this now instead of, I don't have more than, it's because you have second argument. That's why you are doing condition 2, condition 3, condition 4, condition 5. So I'll say when gender is M, then 1. Else, if it's not male, put null there. Then end it. So all of this, that means anything, anywhere it sees M,
M.
1, 1, 1,
Should
1,
be
1,
1.
1. Then it will now count all of them for me. So I will now say it has ended, but all of these need to be 1 column. So I will say as employee, emp means employee male count. Comma, that's 1 column. Let me just copy and paste. Want to see. This I need. It needs a refreshment. Control C. So I'll just change it to female. Right? Employee female. Can you see? Now, employee female count. I'm taking it from easier salary there. There's no salary there. It's just salary flag that is there. From it should work, right? It should work, right?
Because what if where there's F, then 1. Where there's M. Okay.
I see. So all male employees that you have, they are 206. All female, 84.
Ah,
Any question? Do you understand this?
But can I ask a question? Yeah.
Don't say can I? Let's ask a
Okay.
question.
Okay, but I mean, why should it be that if we count the number of males,
Hmm.
if you see the number of males, you count one.
I'm saying
Else you should not. Okay, okay.
anywhere you see,
Yes,
put one there.
yes, this
Any,
makes sense.
any other thing, put no. But I've
Just one.
also countered that anywhere you see F, put one. Any other thing, put no. So at the end of the day,
Mm,
there won't be no, except
yeah.
it's an employee who is not a male or female. Do you understand?
okay, that was actually
Yeah.
what where I was confused, but now, okay, yes. Because when F1, M1, and
Mhm.
if there's only two gender, M and F, then there shouldn't be any null
Of
anyway.
course. Yeah. Except there's another employee that is not M or F.
And that, yes, okay.
Any question? It's simple, right? Simple. So
I see it as
so sometimes this count, depending on what you do, you could use sum, you could use average, you could use anything you want to use, anything on this planet that you want to. You can use case when in the order by clause. You can use case when in the group by clause, but we won't do that. Go and if not, we'll do that one on the later plot. I'll give you how many examples now? One, two, three, or I mean 2 or 3 examples. So yeah. So go and do more. So any question before you go on break. So when we come back from break, we are going to join, SQL join, inner join. We'll do inner join, we'll do outer join, left join, right join. Um, those are the common ones that we have. There is self join. That is when you join a table to itself. So yeah. Any question? Inyana, are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Um, Lizzie, are you here? You've been quiet.
Yeah, but I'm kind of busy because I have to go to work this evening.
Okay. Okay. So let's go on break and be back by 7:10, please. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
7:10. Thank you. Hello, I guess back. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Nina, here back.
I'm here.
Okay. I've been saying hello for like 10 seconds. Anyway. Um, Lizzie, can you hear us?
I'm here.
Okay. Um, so let's go to join. Join. SQL join. This is a query that this is part of SQL that you almost there's hardly any except somebody's just doing something very, very simple. There's hardly any query in SQL that you will not see join. It's almost impossible that you will not see a join in any serious query. Any serious, in quotes, any serious query. It is hardly that you will not see join. It is a norm, right? It is a norm, right? So what is a join? The word join. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
The word join.
The word join is put two things together. Two or more things, though.
Yeah. When you put two things, when you join two things together, that is join. Let me just give you a full dose of join. Now, when you use join in SQL, right? That means you have what you want to retrieve is inside more than one table, right? The information you are looking for it can be found in more than one table. Do you understand? What you are looking for is located in more than one table, right? That means you have to join those two tables together to get what you are looking for. Join, these are stuff that these are things that you need to know how to explain during a job interview. For example, if someone should ask you, I've been asked before for a senior role, senior. They said, explain the type of join that we have. Explain it. You know, it's good to be technical. I think I've mentioned it before. But people that earns more money, there are people who can explain. It's like you are very good at calculus, further mathematics. You are very, very good. But you cannot teach people. Do you understand? You cannot what? You can't pass knowledge. You cannot communicate. You can't teach people. And there is somebody that don't know as much as you, but can communicate stuff to people. Who do you think will be employed? Hello.
It's the
Later.
person that can choose, that can teach,
That
explain
can
things.
that can explain stuff that can explain things that will be employed. So it's not enough for you to know how to write all of these things. is enough for you. What is most important, apart from knowing how to do it, is so you to be able to explain it also. Like I said, a senior role, I was asked to explain the type of joint that we have. It looks simple, but people don't know it. People know how to write the query, but they don't know how to explain it. So when you want to match, it's on your screen. When you want to match records from different tables, that's what you call join. That means you are combining rows from one table, from more than one table, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tables, right? That means what you are looking for is in table A, B, C, D. So you must join those tables together to get your information, right? And there's a condition for you to join a table. The one that is most common, right, is that there must be a common variable. There must be a common what? There must be a what?
A common variable.
Common variable. When I say a common variable, variable are those, they are like normal columns that we have, column names that we have. And that common variable, most of the time, 80, 90% of the time, it's what you call your primary key. Is what you call what?
Prime
I
key.
just primary key, primary key. I said primary key. I've explained what primary key is to us before.
Yes.
I think that was in the first or second class. So what is a primary key? I've explained it like 20 million times in this class before. So what is a primary key?
Let me primary key.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like what
And
identifies you, like this
don't say,
product
don't
key.
say, don't say it's like what identify. Talk like a data analyst. I have said that. So talk to me like you're in a job interview. What's a primary key? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Nena, so I said, Nena, when you talk to me like a data analyst or like a data engineer or like a BI analyst or any analyst stuff, right? But there's so many analysts outside now, so many. So what's a primary key? Anybody?
Primary key is a unique identifier.
Uniquely
A unique
identifies the record, yeah, in a table.
in a table. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. So that condition that I say must be met is that there must be most times a primary key that you can use to join those tables. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of our time, let me explain this mathematically. Yeah. Mathematical way. This is not necessary, but sometimes I think for those of you who hate mathematics is not fair, to be honest. So you need to go back to it. Types of join. We have inner join. You have inner join. Inner join is like intersection of offset. Intersection. Please, can you mute yourself, please?
Oh, sorry.
Inner join means intersection of sects. If we have two sects, x to be equal to 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, and you have y to be equal to 7, 8, 4, 1. X intersection y is 1, 4, right? X intersection y is what is common between those matching records between those two tables. So those two sets, I mean. So 1 and 4 is the matching record between X and Y. Yes, so that is X. That is like inner join. So inner join is saying you have a table. Let me go here. I like using AdventureWorks CW, the data warehouse, to explain this. We have a table called product table, right? Product table is product table. Every product, if you have 100 products in your organization, those 100 products will be inside product table, yes or no? That means you will have 100 product key or 100 product ID or whatever they call it, right? That is 100 product ID, unique ID for each of the 100 products. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So that is what you call primary key, PK. So in this case, it's product key. That's primary key. For example, if you have 100. Now, if you now go to sales table, packed internet sales. If you now go to sales table, this, let's take one product, for example. Let's say product 1, product ID or product key of 1. That product, if that product was purchased 100 times, it will, that product 1, that product key of 1 will appear 100 times in sales table. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So in that case, if you want to know how many products was purchased, what is the sales amount made? So you have to join those two tables together, the product key and the sales, sorry, the product table and the sales table. So that product key in the sales table becomes a foreign key, but in the product table is a primary key. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
I'm saying for every product, you want to know the number of products that was sold or the amount made on each product that was sold. That is inner join. That means you are taking what is common in both tables. Product that was sold. Product that was sold can't be located in product table. It's still, product is just product table. But the one that was sold is in sales table.
Sales
So
table.
joining those two tables to get the information. That is inner join. What is common? Inner join. The other one that we have is what's the name now? Outer join. Let me just copy and paste it. Right. Because of our time. Because I'm going to explain it. Outer what? Outer join. Now, outer join is, there are two types. It's either left outer or right outer. Now, let me please listen to this one. It's either right outer or left outer. When you say left, left means left table. Right means right table. What is a left table? What table do you refer to as left? Anytime you have the from, for example, if you are joining two tables, this from, any table that is in front of this from clause is the left table. Then the second table that will appear is the right table, which you are going to see now. Any table in front of the from clause is the left table. If you are doing join, then the other one that will appear is the right table. Does that make sense? So left join means you are taking all the records from the left table, which is the table in front of the from clause, and you are going to the right table and say, is there any matching record between right and left? You add it to it. So for example, you want to know all the customers that visited your online store, either they bought something or not. You know, you have a customer table, right? That has the name of customers, their age, their date of birth, blah, 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 something like that. But if you want to know, you also have another table that shows record of customers that visited, that check one item or the other in your store online, either they purchased or not. You have a table for that. So for you to get all the customers that visited your store in a particular month, either they purchase or not, you can use left table. So left table, sorry, you can use left join. Left join is saying, give me all the record from the left table. Then go to the right table. If there's any matching record between the right and the left table, also give me that record. So you are saying, I want to see all the customers who visited our store, our online store, either they purchased something or not. That is left join or left outer join. The outer is a noise. So you can say left join, same as left outer. Right outer join is just interchanging what I've said. Is vice versa. Give me all the record from the right table. Then any matching record between the right and the left. Sometimes right table, is it right join or left join, is sometimes similar or almost the same thing as inner join. Let's do an example so that I won't just be talking and let's do an example. Are you guys still there?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you get my analogy?
Yeah, I got it.
Nina, you get it? Because you quiet. Did you get it? Are
Yes.
you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Those are interview. I told you they asked me for a senior role that will bring a money that's as close as 65K pound per year. So it's not, of course, I didn't get the job anyway, but that's just to tell you, I got the answer, but there are some other questions they asked me that I messed up anyway. But not this one, never. These ones are just, they look simple, but people don't know them. So what is an inner join?
So an inner join will find the intersect. So it's to retrieve
Don't say an inner join is
that
used to retrieve matching rows from two or more tables. That is what is here. Matching rows means what is found between two or more tables. That is what an inner join does.
That is the two common rows. What they have in
Matching
common
rows.
or matching
Yeah,
row.
you match them and bring them out for me. I've explained left outer. The left outer join is taking all the records
All the records from the
or,
left.
or let
Then
me retrieve all the record from the left table with matching records from the right
the
table.
right. Mm.
The right table is all the record from the right table with matching record from the left table.
Mm.
Don't cram it. It's very simple to know. So, why is my hand always pressing right click and left click at the same time? It's a serious thing, no? Let me be using my left hand then. So I just made this as a syntax for join. Select column. Let's say we are selecting two columns. First column is from table 1. That is the name of the table. Second column is from another table, table 2. That's the name of the table. And now say from, it could be 20 columns, it could be 100 columns, it could be 50. I'm not using one each. Do you understand? So from table 1, inner join table 2. So you are joining table 1 to table 2, right? Based on what? Now say I formed this thing myself on the common variable
Depends on how you place your fingers when you're pressing the key, the mouse.
Oh God. So because I like it when I'm talking so that people will understand. But anyway, let me just stop. From table 1, inner join table 2. Based on what? Based on what? Based on what? Based on the fact that
Based on the common variable.
the common variable, the variable, which could be primary key in table 1, then equal to the primary to the foreign key in table 2, right? Now, this common variable, in a particular table, the primary key could be employee ID, right? It doesn't mean that when you get to another table where you find foreign key, it doesn't mean that that column name will also be employee ID. But it's actually employee ID, but they didn't name it employee ID. Do you understand? I want response, please.
I said yes.
Others, do you understand?
Yes.
You should have answered before. Or I shouldn't be asking, do you understand? Anyway, let's continue.
Sorry.
Uh, let me turn on my camera so that you get to see my face again. So this inner join could be, you could change it to left outer join. Let me use my left hand now so that it could be left outer join, right? It could be right outer join, it could be full outer join. When you say full outer join, that means either there is a matching record or not. Just give me all the record from the first table and the second table, match them together for me. Either there's matching or not, just give me everything together, right? That is full outer join. Now, let me change it back to inner join. The word inner is noisy. It is a noise word. So you can actually say, if you just have only join alone means inner join. Do you understand, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join alone means inner join. So, well, it's better to always put it in full. But join alone means inner join. Now, that left outer join, if you say left, the word outer is noisy. It's a noise word, so you can just say left join. Left is the same thing as left outer join. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Inner join is the same thing as join. That inner is just noise. Anyway, that's by the way. So now, I'd love to teach you soft query, but
And also the right join. One can equal is also right join.
it's right outer join, but you can say right join. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I always like when you always communicate sharp. But the others, they are like fine boy communicator. They they don't talk much. People like Nena. Anyway,
Sorry.
let's continue. And let's do an example, right? I want to give an example that to make a bit of a sense. You have product table, right? So you want to know the product that was sold and the amount generated from that product, right? So you need to understand I won't query the table one by one for you guys again because I've been doing that for the past 3 weeks now or 4 weeks. So you go and learn that on your own. There's a time to learn, there's a time to be given what to eat, there's a time to get what to eat for yourself. So I will not query each of the table. So what you want to do is for each product that was sold, right? You want to know what are these products and what is the amount generated from them. Does that make sense? What are these products? What is the amount generated from them? Then also, which territory, let me see, sales territory key, sales territory key. Okay, let me just do 2 tables so that I will not, or should I make it 3 tables? I'm coming. Let me say sales territory key, sales territory key. Does that have sales territory key? We have sales territory key. Where is sales territory? Where is sales territory? Key. Then another key. Then another key. Okay. Okay, let me just make it simple enough. So you want to know between January and December. I don't like using date in SQL because the date is a funny stuff. But in your organization, always use the where clause, right? Because that is a way to scan a particular date so that if you don't put a word for them, you are scanning all the data in that organization that has been stored for the past 10, 15, 20 years. Your query will run for 24 hours. It won't give you results, right? So always use the where clause, right? So let me use my right hand now. Product sold. Product sold in product sold and the amount generated, right? So let me select the table, the columns I want myself. So I'll say select. I'll do a find by query. But that is what, remember, I'm using product key and sales table. So I'll say, I won't select product key because I don't need it. I'll select English product name. English product name simply means the name of this product in English. So I don't like name like that. So I'll say as product name. Cover. Let me know the color of the product, the color. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The color of the product then. What else? What really makes sense here? Let me see no, I don't need the price because I don't need the price. These two, I think these two is okay. So let me go to fact internet sales, right? Now I'll say sum. We've done aggregate function, right? Sum what? Now, there's a sales amount. Sales amount means unit quantity times price, right? Unit quantity, that gives us sales amount. We have used this, I think, last week or last week. So there's no, I don't want to go back to it. So give me the total sales amount, right? So I'll say as revenue or sales amount or total sales. I'm still not satisfied. Let me say I want to know the profit generated. Profit is I think it's sales minus cost, right?
Yes.
And there is a total product cost. If you check,
Selling price minus cost plus.
yeah, there is total, what do you call it now? There is total product cost, right? So I'll
Is
say
it the product standard cost?
so.
I'm seeing on that one of the columns product standard cost.
Yes, that is what we are looking for. But should we, that is for each, let's say sum. I don't know if this makes sense. Sum. Do we need to sum? I don't think so, but let's do it first. Sales amount minus. I think since it is total, I don't think we need to, we need to, um, as profit, right? Okay, now the English product name, where did I get it from? Which table? Product table,
Product.
right? Hello, product table. So you say product, English product, dim product, that is where you got it from, dots. That is the meaning of table one dot. Table one dot means the name of the table, dot, the column you are retrieving from that table. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people like to write it in full. For me, I don't like writing the name of the whatever in full. So product table, I'll just represent instead of using the whole name. You can use the whole name if you want. It's your choice. I'll just say P. Whatever if like, use your name, it will work. But product stand for P stand for product for me. Color too, I picked it from product table. So instead of using the whole name, I'll say P dot. Right? Sales amount. I picked sales amount from fact
Okay, sorry.
internet sales table. So I'll say, let me just use it as sales table. So I'll just say S dot. Right? Then this one, sales amount, so I picked it from sales table. I'm not sure if there should be some there. And this one too is S dot. Then I'm okay with what I've picked. I think I need to go and learn how to use the mouse. Okay, let me use it from from where? From product table. This will be slow for me, but anyway. From product table. And we've not done Power BI. Power BI, you have to click and click and click and click and click. Right? Now, you can select any table first, right? This dim product table, I've represented it as P from what is above here, right? So I will say for SQL to know that that P stands for dim product table. I'll need to put that P in front of the dim product after the from clause. So I'll say as P. Like I said, as is a noise, is a noisy word, so you can take P alone. It still means the same thing, but let's use as for better, for proper, whatever. Right? That is from table 1A. And now go to join, inner join, whichever types of join. I'll now say inner join. Inner join what table? What's the second table? Fact internet sales. I've represented that one as S, so I'll say as what? S. Are we communicating? I need to put a comma here. Are we communicating?
Yes.
Yes.
Or am I communicating rather? Am I
Yeah.
communicating?
Yeah, you are communicating.
Okay, so I'll say on what basis are you joining these two tables on? I think my left hand will now want to be messing up again. It is weird. On which basis are you joining these two tables? On which basis? It is on, that is what is here.
Common variables.
Common variable.
Product key.
Dot key. Thank you. And I say on. What is table 1? Dot common variable. What's table 1? P.
The product table.
That's P. What's the common? You can take the product key from anywhere. So far is product key. It doesn't matter. Right? Equal to what?
That's the product key.
Thank you. You guys are in the spirit now. The way you are answering my question. But this, of course, this is all we need to do. But they say something, this thing will not work. And I want to ask somebody why it won't work. Why is it not working? Why you guys quiet?
Yeah, you have to study it now before. You just asked the question, so you have to wait, you know.
Okay. I'll wait for 1 minute. And your time starts now.
It says invalid object name.
Mhm.
Deemed the product. But we've already written it as P. Yeah, we've already designated it as P.
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay, invalid object name near. Well, it's not underlining anything. Okay. Don't mind me. I did not see that. But
What are you saying?
wait, there's not. The commas are there.
Mhm.
The sum of
Number one, we're not in the right database, but that will still not
okay.
work. To still not work.
Okay. Run again. Let's see.
It's not
So
work. So read the reason why it's not working. Read the error at the bottom.
yeah, it's not contained in the aggregate function or group by clause. So we'll
So
have to group by.
by what? Now,
We're going to group by product name.
product name.
We can group by all maybe non-aggregating column.
Are you saying maybe?
Product ID. Product ID.
Where is product? Is there anything like product ID here?
Sorry,
Product key.
product key.
No, not product key.
But we can group as a English product name.
Is it we
That's P.
can, or we can, is it we can, or we ought to group by?
Okay, let's group by English product name.
Okay, so how do I do that?
You are grouping by P dot English product name.
Thank you. But that's not odd anyway, but anyway, let me.
Like we can group by all the non-aggregating columns.
Are we, is it that we can group by, or we need to group by?
Sorry, we need to group by.
No use style for me.
Okay.
You want to use, so that I will tell you the answer. So what else do we need to group by?
P dot color.
Now you are talking. This and so these are the products. These are their color. These are their total sales. It's the profit made. So if you want, so do you understand? So you can copy, you have 130 rows. It's very small. You can copy this, highlight everything, right click, copy with headers, go and paste in Excel and do whatever you want to do in Power BI or Excel, pivot table, stuff like that. So I think black product, blue product. So if they ask you what is the most, which one is most profitable, you can do order by whatever, or you can use what you call, you can also do case when. But the way you do case when in this scenario, you have to use a subquery. Because of our time, and this is the last day of SQL, we can't do subquery, I'm sorry. We can use subquery, sub. So go and read about subquery, please. Subquery. It's people don't like using it because if you, it's it can cause, I'll put it now. It makes something that is simple. It makes it look a bit complex sometimes. So people prefer another way. I also don't like using it, but there are sometimes that I have to use it. But I have a different way of doing my stuff if I don't want to use a subquery. But go and learn SUB, then query, subquery, please. Does that make sense? So if you want to know the most profitable, whatever, you can say order by what? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
descending. You see the black products. There's a black mountain, 200, black 46 is the most profitable product. Any question? You can count how many number of black products that you even have, how many number of black, how many number of silver. You can use case when so you can make it more complex, complex and complex and complex and complex, blah, 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 stuff like that. So if you want to do left join, you just change it to left. I want to do right join. Now, in this table now, this table, dim product is the left table because it's in front of the front plus. Why this other table is the right table? Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? This is the right table. Hello.
Hi.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Sometimes there could be some other criteria depending on whatever you are doing. After the on, you need not say and color p dot whatever is equal to. So you can do just like we do in the where clause. Do you understand? Like doing the where clause, this between this
Mhm.
and. So depending on your argument, do you understand? Hello.
Yes.
But I don't want to make that strong argument. When you get to by the time you start seeing complex query, once you just read it once or twice, within a week, you understand what they're trying to do. Any question? So if you want to join three queries, I said three tables for mail, you want to know which particular city is giving you this kind of particular amount. Let's say, if you check your sales table, you have sales territory key, right? Is there any other table that has sales territory key? Let me see sales territory key. If you go to sales territory table, can you see sales territory table? Let's see sales territory key. There's sales territory key here. Nice. If you want to know the particular region or the country that is giving you that stuff, you can just add something to this table and say, comma. Times you can join, can you see sales territory key? Times you can join Steam sales territory to pack internet sales using sales territory key. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
So in the sales table is foreign key. In the territory table itself is a primary key, PK, primary key. So let me say I want to add, so I can say, you can see that I'll put comma here because I want to add another table. Sometimes you might have written like 50 lines of code and you missed a comma. You can be there for 2 hours. And so that's why once you're writing, when the code is still like 5, 6, 7, 8 lines, you're checking it one by one so that you won't spend your whole day looking for where there is error. If you don't put a comma and you add another column, that will give you an error. So let me say,
Yeah, that happened to me in this assignment he gave us. Was one I stayed for long. It was just because of comma.
So I want to add let's say not region, let's say the country. Let's say country, where these sales are coming from. Let's say country. You can manipulate this thing anyhow, any way, anyhow. You can just do all sorts, all sorts. So this is we are taking it from sales territory, right? Sales territory dot, right? As country, right? So from this left join this on this, I'll now say, no, I'm not doing left, I want to do it now. It's inner that will give you the matching rows. You need to know when to use inner left. Inner is matching rows between these two tables, matching rows between these tables. Left join is you want to take all the record from the left table, which is the table in front of the front clause, and all any other matching rows in the right table. Whatever you want to do, it's easier for you to know if it's left join you are doing or inner join. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from this on this, I'll now say another inner join. What am I typing? Come on. Oh, inner join. Inner join what? Inner join what? Nina. Now join what?
Oh, this in dim sales territory table.
Nice. You guys must get job sharp because you are you are getting this thing sharp. So you now repeat the on again. Do you understand? On. Now, it doesn't matter which table comes first. So you are joining dim sales territory to fact internet sales because they have a common
Sales territory.
variable. So you can start with sales first. You can say on S dot sales territory key equals to, there's something that we have missed out, but anyway, equals to what, Nina?
Equals to let's call it T dot
We've already called it ST.
the dim series dim
Sales
sales
territory.
territory.
Yeah. I've already
There's
given
no
it STA now. So
okay, so ST, yeah,
as
as ST.
so that means I'll put ST here, right?
ST dot, yeah, sales territory.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you. Lizzie, if you have any question, please ask now. Right? Now, English product name, that means you need to add sales territory to the group by again because sales territory doesn't have
It's not aggregating.
yes, it doesn't have an aggregate function. Okay, let me use the keyboard mouse. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you don't put it, it will throw error, right? So order by 4. Okay, 4 hasn't changed. The position hasn't changed. It's still 4, right? So United States is the one giving you the black products in United States is selling like fire, followed by silver. Any question? Let me give you classwork, right? Any question? Or should I just mention subquery?
Yes, please.
Okay. Subquery, they are query nested in another queries. Subquery, they are query nested in another query. Subquery, let me, for my notes, okay. Subqueries, they are queries nested, placed within another query. So let me just copy this. Any question regarding, there is also what we call self-join. So please go and read self-join. Self-join is when you join a table to itself. You are joining one table to itself, as if you are joining 3 tables to itself. That is subquery. Sorry, that is self-join. So go and do
Okay, that's not ethical. Okay.
self. That means you are joining something to itself. Somebody, I need to go and
Why do we need to join a table to
to
itself?
itself. That's a big concept. For example, if you want to, it depends on what you are doing. It's rarely used, but If, for example, you have a table called employee table, and that employee table has employee ID, and that same employee table also has manager ID. So you don't know who report to who. You don't know which employee report to which manager. So you want to know amongst this, a manager ID is also employee ID, but just that he is a manager. Does that make sense? Hello?
Okay.
If you have employee ID in a table, and you also have manager ID, that manager ID is also employee ID, just that it is a manager. The person is a manager. He's still an employee, either he's a manager or he's a cleaner, he is still an employee of the organization. Do you understand? So if you want to know which employee reports to which employee, in using that just one table, you have to use self-join. And if you are joining, you are splitting that table, one table into two, joining into itself to get which employee reports to which employee. Yeah, it's possible. Go and read it.
What you've described,
Mm.
we can perhaps use a where clause to also filter,
Inside the
isn't it?
self-join, you use a where clause there, but it is a self-join plus a where clause. You use a where clause, but a where clause will not just do it alone. You have to self-join the whatever to get what you're looking for. You use where clause in the self-join. You use where clause in the self-join. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Have I answered your question?
Yes.
So you can use subquery in a select clause. You can use subquery in a from clause. You can use subquery in a join clause. You can use subquery in a where clause. In a where clause. It could be in a select, in a from, in a join, or in a where clause. Does that make sense? You can use all of these. Sometimes you can avoid subquery and just use a normal join, or just use something else. Use a common table expression. Of course, there's no time to do that. Is CT. You can avoid it, but it's good to also know it, right? It's good to also know it. So let's see. If you want to know the customers who bought something from you. So let's see a subquery in the where clause. You want to see customers who purchased stuff from you, right? The customer that purchased stuff from you, they are in the sales table. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So let me do adventure works. Let me do dim customer now. This is a customer table. Where's customer table? Dim customer. This is dim customer table. It has customer. Sorry, I opened dim currency. It has customer key, right? These are just record of your customers. But the customer that bought stuff from you, so either customer bought stuff or they didn't buy anything, their record is in dim customer. But if they now bought something from you, their record moves into the sales table. That's why you have customer key here too as foreign key. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Mm.
Hello, can you see it?
Yes.
Mhm.
So let me copy. Have you used customer table before today? I don't think so. Okay, let's quickly do it. I'll just do like one example or two. So at least let me, so that it, at least to be the record that I've mentioned software. So I'll say select, right? Let me see what I want to select. Let me do one stuff that I've not done before today. This is customer, first name, middle name. So let me merge first name, and there's so many things I wish I would have mentioned to you guys, but you can't know anything from, you can't know everything from a training perspective. You have to research yourself. So let me say select, concat. Concat can take as many things as possible. So okay, I'll say concat first name. And when you want to concat first name and whatever, you want space to be in between those names, right? Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
You want space. So that space, you have to press your tab between a single quote. So you say first name, comma, space, in between single quote. That will put it in the space between first name and last name. Does that make sense?
yes.
As customer full name. Right? Then I'll also calculate their age. We have done that before. Date div. So tell me, Lizzie, how do I calculate age? Lizzie, she's not there. Okay.
This is free there.
Yeah, Lizzie, see, I just am at work, so I limit how I talk.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So let me just do it today. Yeah. Birth date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then get date. My hands are weak. Get date. As what? Age, customer's age. Right? Let's leave it like that. From, let's see their salary, their yearly income. As salary. Not just salary. Let them know it's yearly salary so that they won't think it is monthly salary. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, where am I taking all of this from? From the
Customer table.
customer table, right? Where, everything I'm still doing here is just from customer table. But these are not customers who bought something from you. It's just your customer that you have in your record, not those ones that bought something from you. So where the customer key from this customer table is in, open a bracket, close it. You now say select You now go to customer key. It's the same thing anyway. You can pick it anyway. Now go to customer key in the sales table. It's the same customer key, so you can pick it from anywhere. Select customer key from where? Fact internet sales table. Do you understand? So this you can let me separate the in from the it doesn't matter anyway, but I'm just separating it. So you are saying the customer key that you want to see, they are the customer key from the main table that you want to see. The customer key from the main table that you want to see, from this main table that you want to see, right? Let me use my left hand, right? Is the one customer key from this customer table that you want to see is the one that is whose customer key also appear inside the sales table. Do you understand? So what is in blue is a subquery, is a query nested in another query. Does that make sense? Everybody's
Yes.
Do you understand? Hmm?
Yes, I understand.
Let me do one more. Then we'll close it there. I can't do the ones, so I would love to do some complex ones, but there's no time. If not, we'll do SQL for the rest of this year. Let's say you want to see the sales, all the sales that you made, but those sales, they are more than the minimum sales. You don't want to see any sales less than the minimum sales. Does that make sense? Any sales less than the minimum sales, you don't want to see it. Sales more than the minimum sales. So, does that make sense? You want to see it. So any sales more than minimum sales, you don't want to see it at all. So let me just see if I can copy, if I can borrow some stuff. Yeah. No, I can't. It's not there. So let me just type. Typing is like my enemy sometimes. So select product key. Let me select product key. What else? Sales territory key. No, I don't want numbers. I don't want storage. Let me just do something simple. Product key. Which other key can I select? Let me select. No, I don't need any other key. I would have joined 3 tables together because of our time, but let me just use just 1 table. Select product key, then sales amount. Sales amount. From where? From where? Fact internet sales. Where? Or okay, don't let me just say product key. Let me say sum of product key. Sum. As let me say revenue. depending on what you are doing as revenue. So where what? Where the sum, don't ever put an aggregate function in front of a where clause, directly after a where clause. It's a taboo. It will throw an error. Do you understand? It will throw an what?
An
To
error.
throw an error. It will not work. So I did put comma here. It will throw an error. So you just say where sales amount so you want the revenue that you want is the one greater than the minimum. So where sales amount is greater than, open a bracket, and close it. Then next is greater than, next is select minimum sales. Minimum sales amount. From from where? So it's like saying, you can run this query itself alone. This one. This one, you can run it alone by itself and it will work. Right? No, it won't work because I've selected that open bracket. The minimum sales generated, can you see is 2.29. So you are saying all the sales amount that you want to see is like saying, well, sales amount is greater than 2.29. Do you understand? Everybody's quiet too. Are you guys listening to me?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, because you've included the minimum sales amount in a subquery.
Yeah, that's what is in blue is a subquery. It's actually a query that can work by itself only. So I'm saying all the sales amount I want to see is one that is greater than 2.29. But instead of writing 2.29, I wrote the query that gave me 2.29. You cannot just write this query in blue without putting this bracket. It will not work. It will not work. It will throw error. So you have to put it in bracket. Only, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you did talk now. I asked for. Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
so
Today is just.
it won't work because we didn't put group by. So when should we have our next class, guys? Is this time also okay?
Let me check my calendar.
Or we should push it to like, I don't know, to be honest. But that's the result. So no sales here is less than minimum. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You can say average. all the sales that you want to see, you want to see the one more than average sales. So no product sales here is less than the average sales. So that's just an intro to software. Yeah. Any question?
No, for me.
Okay. So next class is going to be Power BI. Like I said, when you start working, you get to know more. There's a lot to know. There's a lot to do. But this is just, I think this one is okay for you to launch. There are so many things. There is string manipulation. There is subquery. There is union all, union this. There's common table expression. So, but the thing is, this is what you need to be honest, for you to get what you want.
I have a question on all these things, all this you're listing now. Um, is it a must that one should know all these things before you go for an interview, or you can equally learn it while you start working?
I
As
don't
in, this ones you said, the sub ones you said now.
I don't I don't like saying it is a must. If you have opportunity to know it, fine. If you don't have it, this is enough to start a job, to be honest. Then when you're on the job, yeah. You
Because I
don't
know
need
one cannot know everything, but you know the basic ones that
exactly.
can.
No,
Okay,
no,
thank you.
there's nobody on planet Earth that knows everything anyway. So yeah. But this is enough to give you what you need to start or launch your career. And I'm glad you guys understand it anyway. So
I have a question.
okay.
It's on the based on what you have taught us so far on SQL. If you master that enough, is it just entry rows or is there like let's say, let me use for instance something like NHS. What band do you think that would be enough? Because like you mentioned other things there,
I
so
know,
I am
see,
thinking that higher band may require like higher knowledge, something like that.
I know somebody in band six in NHS that maybe it's after she got the job that she got to know all of this basically. She was just taught SQL for just 2 Saturdays, 2 hours each, and she was able to get the job.
Wow.
So I don't like saying, but don't. I'm not saying you should start applying for band 8B, band 8C, but
Okay.
band 6, band 5 is fine. Because band 6 in NHS is an higher band anyway, but who says you can't get it? If that lady could get it that migrated from support work, so just did a training like you guys, and they only taught her SQL for 4 hours, or basically. So,
Wow.
and those SQL, it's not that they didn't go, but I know that training center, they didn't go deep as this at all. So yeah, it depends on how well you're able to prepare for the interview, to be honest. And if you are so
Honestly, I appreciate if you can link me to that lady. I have some personal questions to ask her.
it's not about linking. It's not. It's just the way everybody will get his own job is just different. But of course, you need
And
people.
sometimes it's also like this when you come for an interview, the people that interviewed you, sometimes they might be lenient enough or they might be too strict and all those things. So sometimes it runs on luck, it's things like
Yeah,
that.
but I'm concerned about interview questions around the experience.
Don't be concerned there, but once you have the job, once you have the interview, I know highly tech will prepare you guys for interview. So that's not a problem.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
they are
just
preparing us on BA, but this is data analysis. Okay.
you just need to be bold and know what to say. That's all. Except they are giving you a test, and if that, I have another lady too that was doing support work, but learns SQL in the middle of the night. Everything I've taught her, she go and learn, and there's no question that she cannot answer to get a job in NHS, at least band 5, band 6. So it depends on you, to be honest. There's no, you must know all of this, or you must know this, you must know that. With the way you guys are answering questions, and with everything I've told you about the way to communicate your stuff, if they ask you what's the primary key, you don't say it's like um, something like, talk, a primary key is a unique identifier, is okay. Or something that uniquely identifies a record in a table. Talk as if you know it. Of course, you know it anyway. So yeah,
All right.
yeah. So when we are doing Power BI, I'll look for a video. Of course, it's on YouTube. I'll look for a video for you to download Power BI on your on your system for you guys. Right? Is that okay? Now I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
So is this time okay to next week? But
Hmm.
is it okay?
Honestly, I'm the one that I don't know if it's okay for others. That's fine because me, I'll watch this video later. I had to prepare for work, transit to work, settle down at work. So it's like I
When is
am
convenient for
kind of
you? What day is convenient for you?
is I'm going to have similar time tomorrow next week. So,
Okay.
but I don't know what it will be like for others. So I can watch the video later. But then Power BI, I don't have any knowledge about it. At least I have some about SQL, but I don't have any about Power BI. But it just depends on others as well.
Okay. Thank you for helping us. So is this time okay for us? I would have loved 6, but because of Lizzie that she's giving us, and let's do 5:30, please, next week. Yeah.
No, if you even do 6, it's okay for me because it's still the same. I have to start work by 8. So if you even start by 5:30, it's still going to encroach to my time, but 6 is okay for
Okay.
me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So is 6 okay for Nina? Nina has been quiet all since. Is 6 okay for Nina? I know 6 p.m. Monday next week.
6 p.m.
Yeah,
is okay
6
for
is
me
okay.
too.
So do you guys enjoy the SQL anyway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I joined a little bit late because of what we had at work. Did you people say anything about the assignment that was given or just like
They
that?
all, they all, the only person that did it got it in Nina. So I'll attach it to Nina. You have
No,
anything?
I, no, I've done my own. I just want to know
Yeah,
what you
I
people
asked.
think.
She said, Nina said she did it, and yeah,
Yeah, I did my own too.
so there wasn't any except for those that didn't do it. Those that did it got it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just I have one more request. If it's even possible to do 6:30, I think for me, I'll so that
6:30.
by the time you start the
Mm,
actual training, I'll be settled at work.
6:30 will be too late for you. 6:30 is and 7:30 by me. Then we'll finish by 10:30. It's too late for me.
9:30. Please, let's do 6, Lizzie, please. Thank you. Please.
Yeah, I know the 6 is also this thing for me, but it's better. But when you shift it down more, it will be too late for me.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
sadly,
Let me
sadly.
not be selfish.
Yeah, thank you, Lizzie. So we do 6 to 9
Mm.
next week, Monday. Is that okay for everybody?
Yeah.
So please
Yeah,
go
let me
on.
see. Because see, that 6 is 7 o'clock. That's 7 to 10 by me, but no problem. I will try and settle down
Okay.
before that time.
So you
So
guys
that
please go
means
and practice everything that I've done, please. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any assignment given today? Just to let's go and practice what we've been taught today.
I'll just look. I'll send one between now and Wednesday for you guys.
Okay.
But you need to practice what you have on the video first before.
Can you please share your scripts?
Again?
Have you shared with us?
No. Share them
Oh.
with you.
No, I mean the SQL scripts.
No, I didn't.
I think
never
everything
shared
is in
it.
the video now.
Everything's in the
Okay,
video.
okay.
Mm. Any other question, guys, before we go and have our night rest and sleep well?
No questions.
All right, see you guys. Smart income. See you guys next week, Monday, 6 p.m.
All right.
Yeah, bye. So please try and our Power BI. I will send a video to install Power BI for you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye, bro.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night, all.
Bye. Bye.